Are you struggling to save money in today's economy? Here are 4 simple yet effective saving strategies to boost your saving effortlessly even when the current inflation is at its peak. Saving money can be challenging. We are living in a time where we are trying to fight inflation to cover our costs for housing, for clothing, for putting food on the table. And on the other hand, it has never been so easy to buy anything our heart desire just with one click on the internet. According to a recent article for CNBC, 65% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and less than 45% of the Americans have $1,000 on their saving account. In this video, I will discuss 4 effective strategies that you can apply immediately to make saving easy and efficient. My name is Zara and I have been involved in the field of finance for years. On this channel, we will discuss everything related to finance. Let's get in the first one. Strategy Parkison Law. Have you ever postponed a project until the last moment, even though you knew it would take you only a few hours to complete? That is procrastination at its finest. But also Parkison Law in action. When you have time, you take time. Either you use the time to complete the task more slowly, or you procrastinate and finish the task just before the deadline. Siri Norcott. Parkison was a British naval historian who first introduced the Parkison Law. To give an example, if I would give myself 2 weeks to write a script, it would indeed take me 2 weeks. I will keep procrastinating until the last day and find reasons not to do so. However, if I would give myself exactly 72 hours as a deadline, I will surely find a way to finish it. Quality won't be compromised here. This principle can also be applied to our finance choices we make. It's not so much about the time, but about the source of the money. Everything we spend depends on how much money is available. One can spend their entire salary at the end of the month on things we don't need. But if you simply set aside 50% of your income on the day it comes into a separate saving account, you will find a way to work just fine with the remaining. For example, if I would earn $3,000 per month, I will take $450 per month and spend the remaining $2,550 on the other expenses. If I continue doing this, the $450 per month will be multiplied by 12. By the end of the year, you will have saved $5,400. From here, you can develop a new habit. It's easy to set aside 50% to make it 20% a few months later. By the end of the year, try to set aside 25% and live on the remaining 75%. People often underestimate what they are capable of. It may sound outrageous, but in depth. Strategy number 2. Know where your money is going. It often starts with the small expenses. I noticed during my student days that I never brought my lunch. I was just too lazy to make my own lunch. So after school, I usually go to the store and grab some food because it's easy and quick to get. Even a bottle of water I don't even have in my bag. I also noticed that my partner, who was also busy with working, and I often take out orders instead, while meal prepping could have been a good option. I think it was worth spending my weekend standing in the kitchen for 2 days off just to cook again, which will ultimately cost me money in the long run. I could save money and improve my health by doing this. For example, a cup of coffee in the morning cost me $4. My lunch cost me $15, and a bottle of water cost me $3. $10 in total, I spent $22 per day. If you multiply this amount by 5 work days and by 4 work weeks, it adds up to $440 per month. Over 12 months, this is a total of $5,280 per year. Adding this monthly savings to this, I can save easily $10,680 per year. You have to think about this way. If you do grocery shopping on the weekend for coming week, it will also save you time after work to go and take out to eat. If you prepare meals, you only have to cook once. If you schedule this in your agenda, you will actually execute it. If you save money, you can create a new fund of something worldwide, like a vacation. Strategy number 3. Stay proactive and avoid delays. Reflection on the year. This is a point where you can truly make a difference. In the end of the year, you should reflect on all areas of your life. My partner and I reflect on where we have done well and where we can still improve. We do this every year as a standard practice, which helps us to maintain a good overview. Monthly reflection differs from the yearly one. With the yearly one, an overview, you can immediately address areas for improvement based on the numbers. So always run the numbers, because it's crucial to know if you're heading in the right direction. What I do is a review of all accounts. Where did I spend money? And where were the priorities? And where did I purchase something which I haven't used by the end of the year? I ask myself a few questions. Do I really need it? Is there a cheaper alternative? And can I postpone it? This is certainly not the most enjoyable exercise, but will make a huge difference in your finances. It will take only an hour or two. It's more about developing habit. One must be more conscious of the purchases they make. Strategy number 4 is cut on the biggest wealth drainer. Most people can save a lot of money on housing and cars. If you can live in a cheaper home or a more affordable location, it can save you thousands of dollars per month. The same applies to having a leased car. We live in a time where we often follow the current trends without thinking, just as buying an expensive electric car or taking out a mortgage for a house you can barely afford. For example, consider where you're actually using all the space in your house, or if living smaller is an option. The average rent is $1,980, while an average mortgage is $2,705. If you move from owning a home to renting one, you can easily save $725. Multiply that $725 by 12 months, and that is a difference of $8,700 per year. If you can also get rid of your lease car, would probably cost you around $600 per month, you will save additionally $7,200 per year. Adding these savings together, you're already at $15,900 just by lowering your housing cost. Rent prices are the highest in New York, whereas areas just like North Carolina, housing costs can be covered with just 80.9% of your total income. So location definitely makes a difference. Let me know how much you spend every month for your housing. I hope you found some valuable tips useful. If this content is beneficial, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.